Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the episode of Smart Minds, Good Times. Today I have two very special guests, Gerald and T. Say what's up.
Hey,
How's y'all's day going?
It's good.
Good. Yep. So, are you guys both from Richmond?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
Yeah.
Born and raised. What was life like growing up for y'all?
You wanna go first?
I mean, my life was pretty good growing up. I have two siblings, and both my parents was in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
What part of Richmond are y'all from?
I grew up in Winchester Green, so it's like off
We
Jefferson.
both grew
Davis.
up the same place for real.
Right.
Yeah. You want to pull that one
My
close to you?
bad.
You can just move it like wherever. It's fine.
The crazy thing is we best friends and we both lived in the same place from little kids and
But
didn't
I
even know it
him.
until middle school.
So like y'all known each other since like old young days, right?
Yeah.
Damn. So
We knew each other since middle school, like knew each other.
Uh-huh.
But like we just found out like that we lived in the same neighborhood.
Oh, okay. What school did y'all go to?
I went to Bensley Elementary.
Okay.
Then I went to Fallen Creek, then Manchester, and I graduated from Meadowbrook.
Oh, you went to Manchester?
Manchester.
What year did you go to Manchester?
I went to high school 2009, so 2008.
2008 you went to Manchester?
Yeah, because I only went there my 8th grade year.
Okay, so yeah, no, okay.
Yeah, I went there my 6th and then my 8th grade year.
To Manchester too?
Yeah.
Okay, damn, yeah. So
Yeah, that's where we met.
Right.
okay,
Manchester.
I graduated from Manchester, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I'm
Like
in the
high
area
school,
too.
right, fact.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what do you guys do for work?
I work at Michael and Son Call Center, so customer service for
Yep.
like HVAC, plumbing,
Uh-huh.
electrical.
Yep. So you the like office lady? You schedule like all the calls and everything?
Yeah.
Cause I work at Woodford.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so like
y'all
y'all are competition.
Okay.
Y'all are too much of salesman, you know.
Well, yeah, we gotta get our money.
Yeah.
So it's a promotion. for
Woodford
Son.
versus Michael and Son.
Right.
So what
I
about
cut
you?
hair.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
told me.
I cut hair.
And you cut homeless people hair too, right?
Facts.
Yep.
Yeah.
How long you been cutting hair for?
I've been cutting hair for like probably like 5 years.
5 years.
I got sick of like getting my hairline pushed back, so I went on YouTube. I figured out how to cut hair.
Yeah.
Started from there.
So when you guys told me you guys went through like a certain experience, I did read about the article. The article didn't really give much though. It was a very short article, but I mean, so you guys, when was this? And then we could talk a little bit about it. When
This was actually like 2 years ago.
2 years
Yeah,
ago?
2001, so it'll be 3 years.
2021.
Facts on
So-
Christmas night, bro.
Christmas night. So I mean, you guys want to tell me a little bit how it played out? Like, how was your day going that day? Like, did you guys think that day would go the way it did?
So,
Absolutely not.
right. My day was going great. Like before, I had took pictures with my daughter and her mom. I got a 3-year-old, but at the time she was 1.
Okay.
So we had took pictures at JCPenney's. Like was ready, post them on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And
My bad. You could pull that one closer to you. You could like move it this way, that way. Yeah, there you go.
yeah. So like my day was going good. And then my day was going good. Then it just like took a turn. But like leading up to that, my day was going good. Like we was going to one of my cousins' Christmas parties.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's where the night took a turn.
Yeah. So like, how did it play out? Like, where were y'all at? Were y'all walking? Were y'all talking? Were y'all having some drinks? How did it go?
So basically, well, my day started off. I was in my apartment, and I let my daughter open her presents and so forth. And then I went to my mom's house where the rest of my family, immediate family, get together.
Mm-hmm.
We was drinking there, having a good time. It's Christmas, so we playing games as a family and everything. Then we go to my brother's house and get together with him and my nephew, and then his cousin, which is also my best friend, her birthday is the day after Christmas.
The day after Christmas. Okay, so the following day.
Right.
Okay.
So at the end of the night, our kids is with their other parent and stuff, so we get together to bring in her birthday. We basically met up at a mutual house or mutual friend house, and we just getting out the car, ready to go up there to meet the other, our other friends.
Yeah.
And basically, we just hear gunshots. So
let me back up. Oh. All right, so before we even got out the car, like I had pulled up there first.
Okay.
And then she had texted me. She was like, "Wait for me to get out the car. Like, I'm gonna pull up. I'm like 2 minutes away. Just wait for me. Don't go up there yet." So I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna wait for her." So I waited for her, like in the parking lot and stuff. And then she pulled up, and we started walking. And then that's when we just heard gunshots, like, out of nowhere. Like, we was just walking. And then you want to get back to what you were saying.
Well, yeah, so we heard gunshots, and it was just, out the blue.
Yeah.
We didn't really, have no clue what was going on. But I finally realized that I was shot when I was on the ground.
So you heard them, but they were directed at y'all. Y'all didn't even know y'all were shot?
The crazy thing is, like, we heard them. Like, we was like, we both side by side, we heard the gunshots. Like,
first your initial, I mean, you gonna hear it, of
right?
course.
Yeah.
So we instantly hear it, and then my quick thought was, I'm just hearing gunshots because it's Christmas. People are shooting on holidays, whatever. But then I realized that I was shot when I was on the ground because I just fell to the ground. But it's crazy because I didn't feel.
Right.
I didn't feel the bullets hitting me and stuff.
Yeah. So, and if I remember correctly, I think you told me, were you shot 12 times?
Yeah, I was shot 12 times.
And you were shot 9, right?
8.
8.
Right.
So, what? What? So, yeah, no, I mean, how y'all survived? Miracle. God, because, like, that. Yeah, for sure. But, like, if you didn't know you got shot, like, where did you guys get shot? Like, was it all so quick? Like, was the adrenaline keeping y'all going?
Yeah, I feel like it was super quick. Like, because it just, it just instantly happened. And like I said, I realized that I was shot when I was on the ground, and I'm trying to push up and get up. Because at this point, I'm realizing I was shot. Yeah. And I'm trying to get up, but I can't because I'm paralyzed.
So, you were paralyzed, like, completely?
No.
Or it was just like shot?
Yeah, so one of the shots, because this is happening behind us.
Okay.
So most of the shots is like in my back and stuff like that. Okay. So one of the bullets had went through my peripheral nerve and paralyzed my right leg from the knee down. But at that time, it was just so much, like I wasn't able to get up and walk because I got shot in the left leg, but the right leg was paralyzed.
Okay.
But yeah.
So like
how? Oh my bad. Like how far do you think they was? It like were they like stray shots? Like or how far do you think the people were?
I don't think they was that far because it's like a one-way street.
And
so where we're going, it's on one side of the street, and I feel like they was just probably on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
And it just happened.
Right.
And what about you? Like how when you heard the gunshots, like when did you realize you were shot?
This how mine played out. So we was walking. We heard the gunshots. I'm looking around like, bro, what? Like, who's shooting? Like, we heard like at least 30 shots. I'm like, bro, who's shooting? And then I looked down, like, kind of like she said, like she just fell to the ground. We both fell right beside each other. Like we sitting, we just fell right beside each other. So, like once I fell to the ground, I try to move my arm and it just wouldn't move. So I just like, what the hell? Like, what happened? Like, I'm thinking like when it happened, I'm just like 1,000 thoughts went in my mind. It's just like, what? Like, is this real? Like, it felt like a dream, like a movie.
It's like one thing I hear. I mean, you guys can tell me. Like when some people say, like sometimes when you get shot, sometimes you don't even feel it.
We didn't feel it. Like that's what we're saying. Like we heard it before we even knew anything happened to us. Like we looked down and seen
it was. I mean, it's literally seconds, so it's all just happening so quick.
Right.
Yeah.
But literally, no, I didn't feel any of them. And it's one that had like graze behind my ear. That's the only one I kind of felt in, but it felt kind of like a cut.
Okay.
But other than that, no.
Like after you guys were on the ground and you guys realized y'all were shot, they didn't like come after you or nothing or like
no. Okay. But that's one thing that you're thinking about, and then at this point we're unable to get up, so it's just like you kind of panicking. But basically when we was laying on the ground, some of the residents, in the neighborhood, they had like lift up their window and it was like, "Have y'all been hit? Are y'all okay?" So then, as I'm laying there, a man had came downstairs, kind of up to us and called the police and stuff like that. And they came probably like 2 to 3 minutes.
Oh, 2 or 3 minutes? Mm-hmm. That's not, that's good though, because normally, like, that it could take 10. I know. And at that moment, like every minute, every second counts.
It counts.
Mm-hmm. See, and like the crazy thing is, she remembered that part. Like, my memory went out on that part. Like,
yeah, I was just conscious the whole time.
Was it like you were? Did you like pass out?
I felt like I passed out. Like I wasn't alive. Like when it happened, like I just remember telling her like, we gotta stay calm. Like I'm telling her this side by side. Like we gotta stay calm.
Yeah. Because when the people had asked like, "Are y'all okay?" I started screaming like, "Help us!" Da da da. And Joe was like, "Just stay calm."
I didn't see movies, and I didn't see like you gotta stay calm. Like so I'm like, you gotta stay calm. Like I remember telling her that, and like after that, I don't remember like nothing after that. Like I remember when the dude came downstairs, and like he was like, "Y'all good? Y'all good?" I remember that.
Hey, you guys said like you guys were on the way to like another. You could say like another family member.
Yeah,
or
we was going to a family event.
So was it the same neighborhood that was at?
Yeah, we was getting out the car to go in there.
So your family, was it your family or your family?
It was my family.
So did your family come out right away or?
Like they was calling us like.
It's an apartment building.
Okay.
So they didn't like, they wasn't aware right away.
Right. Yeah. It was probably upstairs still partying like.
It was on the 5th floor.
Right.
And so
they wasn't aware.
So the ambulance came and they took you to the hospital?
Yeah.
So when y'all got into the hospital, what was going through y'all's head? Was there ever that thought
like when I got into the hospital, I don't even remember that because like I was in a coma, like they had to put me in like a medical induced coma. So like I don't remember that. Okay. Like the thing I remember is waking up probably like I want to say like 3 days later. Oh, damn. I had family on FaceTime. I was on FaceTime and they're singing and like praying, and I'm looking at my phone like, what happened? Like, I didn't know what had happened. I was just in the hospital bed. I woke up. I didn't know what happened.
So at that moment, you didn't really remember that you were even shot?
No, I didn't even know what day it was. I didn't know nothing.
So what was that feeling like? Somebody telling you, hey, you've been shot this amount of times. It's this day, and the last thing you remember was like Friday.
Right. Like, it was crazy. Yeah. I was like, what? Like, it was so crazy.
And like, what about you? Like, we got to the hospital. What was going through your head? Like, when did you, like, if you were conscious while going, like, when did you, like, have a... Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like when I was on the way, like, in the ambulance or whatever. I think they had, like, put something over my face, and then I just went to sleep, I guess. So then... I did wake up after they did surgery, like on my abdomen and stuff.
Yeah.
And then my mom and my dad, they both was in the room, and they just holding my hand and just in third talking to me. And the doctor had said see if she can still write. Okay. So my mom had gave me a dry erase board, and I just wrote like my daughter's name.
Oh, so you were able to?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So my mom just like, Hermione is okay, don't worry, And that's when I went in a sedated coma as well. And I woke up December 29th. Yeah.
So about 4 days later?
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
And what was that experience like for you? Like when you woke up, did you know, what did it feel like 3-4 days passed by?
No, because you just like in a sedated coma, so you just sleep and then you just wake up and you're not aware how many days you've been asleep. Right.
So it just feels like when you sleep at night, wake up in the morning?
Basically. Yeah. Damn. Nah. That's why I wonder, like, people like been in comas for 5 years. I wonder how that feel like for them.
Yeah, or like
that's a long period of time.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like, or like one thing I don't like, not change topic, like in the movies, like when you see people put them like in like they like freeze them or something, then they wake up like like a couple years later, right, they feel like I'm sure that's probably what that feels like, right?
It didn't feel. It didn't feel like it was too long.
Yeah,
right.
But did you knew you were at the did you remember being in the hospital? Like you remember what happened though, right?
Yeah, when I woke up, I knew that I had been shot and stuff. Okay. So like I remember.
You know, but when you're in a coma, you know when you're sleeping, you know you're alive 'cause you're sleeping. When you're in a coma, do you know you're?
It's like you know nothing.
If you deep sleep. If you sleep, you're not really like.
But like, because I guess like my if I was in that position, I guess my fear would be like if I didn't know I was going to coma. If I gained unconscious for that amount of time, was there that feeling like not like you think you're gonna die like because you're just unconscious for that long?
So it's like you're not knowing. Yeah. So say like
you're right. You're right.
You're right. Fact.
So it's like you don't know what's going on. You just go to sleep and then you wake up and then you just figure out like, okay, this is what has happened. And you process it.
Yeah.
You wake up so confused.
Even when you're just regularly sleeping, you're not thinking in your head while you sleep, I'm alive. Because you just sleep. You
unless you're like dreaming, right? You guys, did you get any chance like y'all had like dreams during that, like with the medication, or it was just like straight deep sleep?
It was just black. Out, like we sleep.
I don't remember nothing. Like literally, when I woke up, I was in the hospital bed, like confused. It was like I had tubes in my nose, in my throat, everywhere. Like literally, I didn't know what happened.
And when the doctors told y'all, like when they pointed out, like they shot you here, here, here. Did any of them ever say like if they had shot you like an inch to the right, to the left, it could have been fatal? Was that any like?
So I had like 3 blood transfusions. Like I got hit in like some main arteries. So like I got shot right in the chest, like right by my heart. Like if it was a little bit, it would have been right in my heart. Like so yeah.
No, it's like 12 times. Like, I don't want to like get fed or nothing, right? And we cut up, but like, was that like that wasn't like a targeted hit?
The craziest thing is like both of us, we never been in nothing. Like, we cool people. Everybody know we cool people. Like, we never been in nothing. Like, I know for a fact that it was just like the wrong place, wrong time. Like,
you know what's crazy is like it really is wrong place, wrong time because y'all had showed up 5 minutes later, 5 minutes earlier. That may not have happened. But it's crazy how everything happens for a reason.
Bro, I'm telling you, like everything happened for a reason. Like,
and I always say, even if I was to go back, because people be like, if you go back, what would you do? Even though that's impossible, but it's like I want to do nothing different because I'm just going to my friend's house and turning up for her birthday.
Yeah.
And so that's just randomly happened. But I think it's just like I don't know.
I think one thing it taught me like to really like be aware of my surroundings, like because at first like I wasn't really stressing because I'm cool. Like I'm cool with people. Like,
and that's the thing is like, so even if you are aware of your surroundings, sometimes it may not even be your fault. Like that was just literally
exactly.
So it's like we not thinking, oh, let's watch out somebody after us. Yeah, we just happy going to do what we was gonna do.
If I remember, you told me you were in there for 2 months. You were there for 3 months.
No, she was in there
for the hospital. I was in there 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, 3 or 4 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, and then I went to inpatient therapy.
Okay.
For another 2 weeks.
Was there anything like y'all couldn't do? Like, did you have to regain a certain muscle? Or?
It was a lot. Like, if you think about it, 8 and 12 times is a lot. Like,
even one time is a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
One bullet is a lot.
Right. So, like, my hand, when I went to the hospital, like, this hand was, they said my fingers was, like, barely on my hand. Like, they had to sew my fingers back, basically. Because the bullet went through my hand, went through my knuckle, and now I can't bend my fingers. Like,
okay.
And then with this hand, I can barely open it because the bullet went through my armpit. And so,
kind of like, literally.
So we was walking, and the bullet, I guess, went from behind and hit me in the armpit.
Okay.
So that messed up my arteries and the nerves. So, like.
Oh, my bad, I'm not going to cut. But, like, out of all, you guys were shot in different places, like, this all asked y'all both separately, but like, out of all like the places y'all were shot, which one hurt the most?
Like hurt how?
Like I'm just genuinely curious.
Like hurt how?
Like maybe like this, the one in the chest hurt more than
like
the one in the finger.
Or like
I guess like like in physical
Like
therapy and everything.
recovering.
Right. Yeah. Is there a certain one that hurt the most compared to other ones?
My butt.
Oh, you were shot in the butt?
Yeah.
How was that though? Like, cause like when you go to like use the bathroom, does that hurt and stuff?
Well, not now, but
yeah.
like,
like back then.
yeah, but like recovering and stuff. I mean, I was still being cared for, so it's like it was different things. I'm not just walking, sitting on the hard toilet, you know. So yeah.
Were you guys ever like? Did you guys ever use wheelchair or something?
Oh well, I had to use a wheelchair for a little bit, but I was determined that I'm not ready to be in a wheelchair. So yeah, it was just while I was regaining the muscles for in my legs, because sitting in the hospital bed for 2 weeks can do damage to your body.
Oh yeah,
like literally, you're not sitting up, really walking and stuff. Like your muscles get really weak.
Yeah.
So I had to rebuild the muscles in order to start trying to walk and stuff.
Right. Like. How was like the whole process of going through therapy and stuff? Like how long was that process? When did y'all feel like everything was back to normal?
So like when I got out the hospital, I had like 2 casts on, one on this arm and one on this arm. Okay. And like having a 1-year-old daughter, that was hard because it's just like I was trying to be there, like, because I'm an active father, like I'm in my daughter's life every day. So like. And to backtrack, like, when I went into the hospital, I had COVID, like, and I didn't even know it until, like, I woke up out of the coma, and they told me, like, yeah, you have COVID, you can't have people, like, my mom, my parents, they couldn't even come up to the hospital once I got shot.
Oh, really?
Because I had COVID, and, like, she got to have her people up there, and I didn't, so that was just, like, it was just hard. And my mom, she works in, like, the hospitals and stuff. So she came to the window, like, one day. They let me see her. But
okay. And, you would think if she worked in a hospital, she'd probably get, like, special privilege to come see her son.
It was so hard, like, seeing her but not be able to, like, actually see her. Like, I seen her through the window. I didn't get to see my daughter the whole time I was there. Like,
and, did your family find out, like, while you were on the way to hospital? When did they get the call that had happened?
It was so crazy because I was wondering the same thing. How was y'all aware so fast? But literally, my sister and my mom, they was at home. My sister stayed at the house, and then the police came to my house and notified my mom. And at that point, they was on their way. So they was there, while we was getting surgery when we first went in and stuff like that.
I mean, if you guys don't mind me asking, but was there like any personal therapy y'all had to go to after living something like that?
Yeah, so we had to do physical therapy. Like,
you can say like mental therapy, because like you basically just face death in a way.
Let me get into that. So like all right, so fast forward when I got home, like, because I was only in there for like 2.5 weeks. Yeah. So when I got home, everything just felt different, like, because I couldn't wipe my butt. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't do nothing. Like, I had to get my older sister to do it, my mom to do it. So that was just a real big difference. Like, and I couldn't
be uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, I bet, yeah.
And like, probably just imagine your mom.
Yeah.
Like, that was, so I couldn't do nothing. Like, I would sit there so miserable. Like, and she will always be the positive one. Like, she will always tell me, like, even when we was in the hospital, I was miserable. Like, it was miserable. She would tell me, like, you good? Like, she was always positive somehow. And I would think, like, how is she so positive through all this? Because, like, it's not sitting good with me. Like, yeah. But she was positive. Mental therapy, yeah, I had to talk to, like, people on the phone.
On the phone? Was it because it was during COVID? Or?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Okay.
Because it's COVID, so they set me up, like, some people to talk to. Like, when I got out the hospital, I was on so many pills, like pain pills, and I don't take pain pills. So yeah, it just made me, like, I was real, like,
active.
I would say, like, I was aggressive. I don't know. It wasn't me. Like,
was it like oh, you could say like drug prescription?
Yeah.
Painkillers, like Xanax?
No. I don't even know.
Yeah, but it was some strong ones though.
Yeah,
right?
it was some strong shit. I'd be like, but it just wouldn't make me feel like myself. Like,
yeah,
because the pain, it hurt, but we had to take the pain pills. But you can get like, they don't want you to take too many. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, I stopped taking them within like a week or two.
But you know, like after everything, how long did it take for y'all to go back to work? Like a year or?
No, I went back to work like June, so like.
Also 6 months.
6 months, but I was working from home.
Okay, so like remote.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about you?
It took me a minute because both my hands was messed up. Like,
yeah.
my hand has been healing still to this day. It's still healing. Like,
and at that time, you were also cutting hair, right?
Right.
So it was like at that point, they kind of took your They took your job away in a way just from your hands. You know, you think that was the funny part though, because I think you told me you got shot like you said, was it 4 times in your hands or?
Yeah.
Like most of the shots were directed towards like where where your work is. I guess you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But it's like when you started cutting. When did you start? Is that maybe a reason why you started cutting like homeless people's hair?
Yeah. So when I got out the hospital, like after I healed like a little bit, like I would say like a month or two, I was a little bit healed. My hands, I went from 2 casts to 1. So I'm thinking like, I was thinking about like, let me give back. Like, I'm always the person to give back and stuff. Like,
yeah,
I'm a cool person. Like, so I'm thinking like, let me go give back to my community. Like, I went down on Broad Street, went up to a couple homeless people, cut their hair, talked to them, made relationships, like personal. Like,
I mean, it's good that you do that, and it also gives like, it just gives you a different insight. Because I mean, I'm sure at this point it's like y'all have lived 2 lives up to that point and after, because that kind of like just changes.
It really did
life,
change your life. Like,
yeah, because you go from being one way to a different way now.
Yeah.
So you have to adjust to, what has happened to you, and figure out how you're gonna live life now with these injuries and so forth.
Right.
And how old were your kids when
they both were 1 when this happened.
Okay, so
no, my daughter was 11 months. And she was turning 1 the next month. Okay. And I literally missed her for his birthday party because I was still in the hospital and stuff. But now she's 3.
Yeah, well that's good. But
smart, beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's good that like I guess everything happens for a reason, because it really could have with 8 and 12 it could have ended up a lot worse.
It could have been so worse. Like,
Well, it's like something.
Like, that's why I say God. Like, it ain't nothing but God. Like, when something's not meant for you, like when you don't put bad energy and stuff out in the world and you're just cool.
Yeah.
Like,
God
gonna be on your side. Like,
right.
What's not meant for you,
when your heart is pure, like, I mean, some things just have to happen, I guess, because we can just show that no matter what happens to you, it's about how you choose to live life after.
Right.
So you can let it beat you up, or you can take it full on and still do what you got to do, because you're still here.
Because something like that, something traumatic, some people may, like you guys took it very positive. You can say like she took it very positive and uplifted you, but some people may use that as an excuse to stay down.
Absolutely.
You can say,
exactly.
And it's good that y'all like kind of like you can say conquered it. But when you guys were all good, like let's just say back to normal, what's like the first thing y'all wanted to go do that y'all missed? I don't know, maybe like y'all play sports or.
So like we not 100% back to normal. Like we still got injuries. We still healing.
But we're still normal because our injuries is gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we still is like back.
Yeah. Good answer.
What's like something y'all still like each of y'all like deal with to this day? Like is it like just maybe certain muscle hurts when you do something or? So
I'm just trying to. So my hand at first, like when I got out the hospital, this hand was shut tight, like this. Oh, now shit. I can slowly open it. So it's coming back.
So, okay,
it's coming back. And the crazy thing is, like I had one of my doctors. He was like, yeah, when you came in here, like he told me this like probably like 4 or 5 months ago, like like when you came in here, I did not think you was gonna make it. Like he told me that like you say like completely be alive. He was like, yeah, the way you came in here, it's crazy to see you now. It's like,
you know what's crazy too? When you're shot that many times, it may not even be the bullet that hit you in the wrong spot. It could be like just the blood you're losing in general.
Yeah, right.
And like how, like did you guys lose a lot of blood? Was like
a lot.
Yeah, that's why he had to have blood transfusions.
Yeah, I had blood transfusions. I didn't.
Like, because it doesn't take a lot of blood to come out for you to be able to like die.
Right.
So I mean,
luckily, it was God, bro. That's
2 minutes for them to show up is like that's like a miracle.
Yeah, and the people like the whole process to me, those doctors and nurses, like I had no issue with any of them. They all literally took care, and you can just tell that they appreciate their job and they there to really help people. Because from the ambulance, the police was trying to keep. He kept asking me questions like, "Did I have idea who this was? What's your looking for my ID and all this?" And the ambulance people literally told him like, "We have to get her to the hospital."
Yeah.
Like pushing him off, like, "Go ahead." These people just got shot. You want to ask them so many questions?
They was trying to interview you while y'all was like fighting for your life.
While I'm literally on the stretcher. While the ambulance put me in the truck.
That's fucked up.
Like literally.
And you didn't even know, right?
I'm asleep. I don't know shit.
No,
but
I don't know.
Even through the whole process of us being like in ICU and stuff, my experience, like those doctors went above and beyond. And I couldn't see my daughter either because nobody, like kids at all, 12 or under, couldn't come in the hospital.
But your kids weren't, either your kids weren't like old enough or conscious enough to really understand what happened though, right?
Oh no.
Yeah. Do they get a little? Do they know a little bit idea of it today?
It's like crazy because my daughter, she be playing with my hand like the hand is messed up.
Yeah.
And it's like she don't really know nothing different. She's still young, so. Because
they don't really grow up to know us as how we are.
Right.
But my daughter, I mean, she see me like put my brace on and stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean, they probably ask questions probably at 5. Okay. Maybe.
Is there anything y'all can't do? Like maybe play like a certain sport or do a certain workout, or is there anything like y'all are restricted from doing?
All right, so you want
to go? You can go. You good.
So like before I got shot, I was boxing also. So like.
Okay. Yeah. That's you came with.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before that I was boxing. So like now I can't really. Well, before, I couldn't really put my hand into the glove because I can't bend these 2 fingers.
Oh, okay, I get you.
But recently, I actually just started getting back into it. So, like, my hand's been opening up more so I can fit the glove. So, it's just like, I never thought it would happen. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's good. Back to doing what you like to do.
Exactly.
What about you? Is there something, like, you can't do? Something you used to do that you can't really do no more?
Run. I mean, it's a lot you gotta do with your legs for real.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely walking better, and I can jump. Mm. So it's things that I wasn't doing at first I can absolutely do, but like running is not one of them.
Was there ever like a moment like throughout the whole experience, was there ever like a moment that was just very memorable to you? Maybe a doctor said something, maybe a family member did something good for y'all. That one moment that would just stick for y'all.
Yeah, I was ready to go into that when I said I wasn't able to see my daughter because, like I said, her birthday was at the time that I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And even though I stayed positive through the whole process, because I'm still here, I can just work on what I need to work on. I'm able to be around for my daughter. But with me not being able to see her, and she was 11 months, and you used to being with her every single day, even her hugs, like just her laugh, smile, it's just like. I missed this. And so sometimes my nurse will come in and she'll see me crying and stuff. Yeah. And she'll try to cheer me up and all that. But I'm like, they thinking that it's because I got shot, but it's really because I'm not with my daughter. Yeah. So I had like expressed that to one of the nurses, and I was saying her birthday is coming up. I'm missing her first birthday. Right. So the nurse was like, you know what, I'm going to talk to my boss. And the day of her birthday, I will push you in a wheelchair to the lobby to meet, your daughter and your mom and stuff. Yeah. So basically that's what happened. And she came in, she bought me balloons for my daughter. And when we went down to the lobby, her dad, my mom, and my dad was there. And they had bought her a little cupcake. And we said happy birthday.
Yeah. And I'm sure
that was the best.
Right. At that moment, I'm sure that shit meant But I mean, I could, but like we could here, but that meant the world to you, you know. Right? And she didn't. The nurse or doctor didn't exactly have to do that.
Absolutely not.
You know, and it's like maybe she probably went out of her way and probably even broke the rules, right?
Literally. Yeah. Well, she spoke with her boss about it, and I'm sure that she just like pushed it, like, you know, it's her daughter's birthday, just happened, like, so she made it happen.
You know, one thing I'm curious, right? Because I know like nowadays, just an ambulance ride is like an arm and a leg. When a situation like this happens, it's not your fault or anything. Like, is it like does the government cover that? Do the people did they ever? Well, my bad. I have a question that we don't. I can cut it out, right? But did they ever find out who did it?
No.
Okay, but like, did the government like pay for all the medical bills and stuff like that? That's not something y'all had to pay for,
like,
right?
Well, I had insurance.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. So the insurance covered it.
Yeah, facts. But it's so crazy because like,
well, certain stuff actually they did charge for it outside of your insurance covering it, right. But yeah.
You know, was there ever that like, do you guys ever have that like feeling, that curiosity, like, I wonder who would do this?
So it's like so right now where I'm at in life, it's like it is what it is.
You got your daughters and stuff now.
Like I got my daughter. It's just like I don't even want to stress about that. Like when it happened, I was like, what, like, what happened? Like, but it's like I know it wasn't targeted for us, so I'm just.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm here. Like I'd rather be here than not there.
So it's like, you know, it's crazy that it wasn't targeted, but the way it played out, it's like it was.
Yeah. Like it was seemed personal.
It seemed like,
but literally, like we have no clue who it could be, and I'm not. I mean,
we don't just be out here doing crazy stuff. Yeah,
but basically, at the end of the day, God will handle it. He has handled it, and he's continuing to handle it.
Karma come around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you know, like
we living, so it's just like we living.
You know, after that, did y'all like have a change of thought? Like maybe like, you know how they have like some people are fighting for gun rights and stuff like that. Oh. Did that like completely change your perspective on like guns or?
Not quite, because I mean it's just like it's not the guns. It's about who has them. It's about the person that is in possession of a firearm. Right. Like I said, I feel like they was just crash out dummies. Like. Just I don't know, but I feel like it was just this certain time and it just happened.
Yeah. Right.
But they gotta be crash out dummies because it's like we didn't do anything to you.
Yeah. So, you know, it's crazy that you know you guys told me that y'all are best friends since childhood, and I mean y'all went through like you know, probably one of the, you could say, worst experiences y'all would probably go through in your life. I mean, y'all went together. Yeah. So, I mean, it's like. It's crazy that I don't think I will fully understand, or somebody else fully understand something like y'all are only the ones that y'all will know what happened, how it happened. Right. So
it's kind of like a movie.
Yeah.
Right. It seemed like a movie. Like,
you know, when you watch movies, do you guys, and there's like action movies, does it play in your head like a PTSD thing when you hear gunshots or something?
And then
no, like seriously, like you know, like
movies though, I be like they boosting because when they were like doing all that extra stuff, like they so hurt after a shot. Maybe it depends on the gun, the bullet. I don't know, right. But I'm like, they acting like they so hurt. I ain't feel no gunshot.
I didn't feel a thing either. So it's just like,
I'll go for it. So
you can pick first.
Pick a lucky question, and if it's one you don't want to answer, you can repick. So.
Okay.
Don't be scared.
I ain't scared.
My handwriting is pretty ass, so like.
Okay, it says worst date you went on.
Worst date, you know, I want both of y'all to answer this. What's the worst date you've been on?
Worst date I've been on.
Or link up, like, you know, just you met up with somebody, it just went bad.
One time I linked up with somebody and it was just quiet, so it felt really awkward.
Yeah.
And I do not like that. Like if you can't hold a conversation and just talk, like I don't like awkwardness.
So like he just wasn't talking at all.
I mean, he would talk if I talked to him, but it'd be like short answer, like just like, you know, just not a conversation.
Yeah.
So
like nonchalant.
I guess in a way, or just like shy or something.
No, when you said that, it reminded me of one day I went on that was pretty bad because it's that situation. I was like, damn.
Just like we sitting up here just eating, probably like so.
Did you ever see him again after that?
I did.
But you just stay silent.
It just slowly, just slowly fade away.
Okay,
like,
I feel that.
I don't want to be rude, but it's just like.
I would just tell him like, if he was being quiet, a couple of shots of tequila would like, hey, that's what I would do. But,
that is because if you gotta be a little tipsy to talk, then
that's what.
Eventually, still ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, because when you're sober, it's gonna be like it's a brick wall.
Right.
Yeah, but what about you? What's the worst day you went on?
Probably like this is in middle school.
Okay, shit.
So this is the worst date. Like when I was in probably like 8th grade when I on a date.
Yeah.
And we went to the movies and we went to go get some food. She was looking cute.
Yeah.
And I accidentally spilled some food on her dress, and it was just shit. That just ruined the moment. Like,
damn, like.
So like after that, she really ain't even talked to me after
what
that.
The fuck? It was that. What did you spill on her?
Like the
so it was the worst date for her.
Oh yeah, that was the worst date for her. Yeah.
But like, it was the worst date for both.
Was it was it like pop? It could have.
It was like spaghetti, like.
Oh,
it was like red sauce. Like.
First of all,
so it was just like.
I think your first mistake was ordering spaghetti at a movie theater.
Exactly, and I never eat spaghetti, bro. No, the spaghetti won't at the movie theater. Like we went to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
After.
Out to eat.
Damn.
And I don't never eat spaghetti. Like.
What color was the dress? It wasn't white, was it?
Nah, it was probably like yellow. It was something like very noticeable.
Damn.
Never talked to me again. Like.
Damn. So like, did y'all even end up going to movie theaters after?
We went to the movie theaters before.
Oh, okay,
we went out to eat. So after that, then
she completely ghosted you.
Ghosted.
Oh damn, nah.
Cause that would have blew me too,
like it's an accident, like, and I'm goofy, like stuff happened.
Speak about worst days, okay? What's like one of the most embarrassing moments y'all ever had? Like it could be school, childhood, something at work.
The most embarrassing moment I had, like when I was in high school.
He automatically remember.
Like, that was embarrassing. Like I used to cheat on my tests and stuff. Like And then I went to go get the paper, like the answer key. It was an SOL. I went to go get the answer key from my teacher desk.
Yeah.
She went in there. The door was shut. I went in there, went behind her desk, got the answer key. As soon as I was like walking out, like she seen me behind her desk. Like after that, I got caught. Couldn't go to prom. I had to go to court for this.
You had to go to court for that?
Court for it.
What grade was this?
This was like my 11th grade year because I only did 3 years.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you was almost an adult, I guess.
Yeah, facts.
But
they didn't. They dropped it like. But it was like, I guess it was like trespassing because it was behind her desk, like in her.
It makes sense they would go to court because I guess that's like a state test or some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, bro, that's not that big of a deal. Like, they cut prom.
You couldn't have passed it without cheating?
Bro, I was cheating in high school all day.
What about you? What's like embarrassing moment you got?
I don't really know. Off the top of my head, for real.
Don't. What about I don't know, like a bad situation where I don't know, it could be a bad.
Probably when I was cheering and I was a flyer, but I wasn't even in front of we wasn't at an actual game. We was practicing.
Yeah.
And I failed. That was embarrassing.
During the dance.
The practice.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a flyer, so they used to hold me up. And then at one practice, when I was trying to touch my leg, hold my knee or whatever, then I had failed.
I mean, back in high school or something like that, because people would talk about it and everything.
Yeah, good thing it won't at the game though.
A good thing they didn't have they didn't have Instagram at that time, right? Did they?
No, we had Instagram.
You guys said 08?
You think we 48?
No.
He said we graduated in 08.
You told me that.
No, I said I was in my 8th grade year.
Have Instagram.
I think some of you went to Manchester in 08.
Exactly, Manchester Middle School.
Oh, I forget Manchester Middle.
I graduated from Meadowbrook.
I was thinking Manchester High.
Damn. No, that's why when you said you graduated from Manchester, I said high school.
Yeah,
but no, we.
You didn't think I made it to high school? You thought I graduated from middle school?
No, that's why I said Manchester High. So you graduated.
Okay,
but yeah, they had Instagram because I had made my first page in 9th grade when I was a freshman.
Did you guys use Kick?
Yeah, in middle school.
Kick was the shit.
It was, bro. I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you text your crush on there and everything.
That's the group chats.
Yeah.
Kick
was ahead of his time. I don't know what happened to it.
Facts.
But who's some of y'all who's your celebrity crush?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a crush.
I don't know if y'all are married or have your
I'm in a relationship.
So if y'all can answer this, then.
All right. I'm in a relationship, but I can answer celebrity crush. I would say Lauren London.
What was it?
Lauren London.
I've heard the name.
You don't know who that is?
I feel like if I see her,
Nipsey Hussle.
Okay, Nipsey Hussle what?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But it's not my crush. I am married to Drake. So.
But she been saying that since middle school.
Okay, no, I understand.
Yeah.
She been saying that since middle school.
All right, give me your best Drake song.
My favorite Drake song.
Top three.
Let me try to think of all of them. It's a lot of them. I think the song that first came to mind is "Feel No Ways."
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Fireworks.
Okay, that's a good one.
And what's another good one? I don't know. I'm used to this. I like a lot of his songs for real.
You know, speaking of music, this might be a dumb question, right? But this is more towards you, right? Wait, after you guys got out the hospital, did you play 50 Cent Many Men?
Bro, you know how many people say, bro, you know how many times I heard 50 Cent.
I'm crying. Right, people really say that.
Right. No.
You got shot more than 50 Cent.
Yeah, I'm saying you probably.
That's just crazy when you think about it.
People probably got shot more than us.
Yeah.
All right.
But something not meant for you, you gonna push through it.
So little, right? Think about that. If you guys were, I don't know, boxers, UFC fighters, what would your walkout song be?
I'm looking for the whole. No. No. Walkout song.
Think about it. You
if I won.
Nah, we walking out to the ring. Yeah. Oh. Do you want to intimidate people? Do you want to confuse them? Somebody once said they would walk out to Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield or whatever her name is.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I'm gonna come out to some turns.
Terrence?
Turn. I'm gonna just be turned. I'm gonna be jigging or whatever I'm playing.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be some young boy. Something.
Young boy?
Yeah. Something.
What would you?
Oh, you know what?
Or
Love
some Kodak.
Love Foe.
Lil Foe?
Mm-hmm.
That's before your time. How old you is?
I'm 18.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a Chicago rapper.
You young.
Okay.
But if you wanna, if you're on your way out and something, or you just feeling good, just put on some Lil Foe.
Is that a dude or a girl?
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Yeah.
You say little boy. It's FUD. So little.
It's Lud Foe.
Okay.
But yeah, 187. What's his other song that I like? Oh, Why Stand Part 2. But yeah. Okay. Probably something like that.
All right, look. Another question. I already asked y'all worst date. But what's a crazy drunk story y'all got?
A what?
A crazy drunk story.
Drunk?
Oh, drunk.
It don't gotta be crazy, but just a memorable drunk story y'all got.
My most memorable, when I turned 21, I went out to Miami.
He says all the time.
Yeah,
strip club.
Nah, I went out to Miami with some people.
Uh-huh.
We had a ball, it was crazy. I was so drunk, I was on the sand, sleep.
Yeah.
Passed out. They was pouring water over my head, didn't even know where I was at. Miami was fun.
Yeah. When you get drunk, you're not the aggressive type. You never try to fight nobody.
He the sleep goofy type. Yeah, he just ready to go to sleep, just laughing, acting slow.
What about you? What's a drunk story you got? You had to drag somebody.
Yeah. Let me see. Cause it ain't really crazy, but.
You had some crazy jokes.
Probably pulling up on somebody.
When you're pulling up, that could be a lot of things. You could go ask for a number. You could pull out a knife. That could be a lot of things.
I don't know. I mean, well, it wasn't really crazy though, but I just pulled up on somebody that I was dealing with.
Okay, handle business.
On some drunk shit.
Yeah.
But you know, if y'all, let's just say right, they were about to push a button. World's about to end in an hour. What y'all doing?
World's about to end
in an hour.
In an hour.
I'm gonna eat really good. I'm gonna eat a nice meal. I might smoke. I'm gonna end it with my child. Yeah. So probably just wind down. Get ready.
Get ready.
If the world was about to end, I'll be with my daughter. We'll be cool and ready. Like, it ain't nothing you can do if you know it's about to end. Like,
yeah, this is how I see it.
At least eat good though.
I gotta try something I've never tried. I gotta find like the nearest drug dealer. whatever he got.
Well, now, what if the world don't end? You think like, you do all this? And
my world will end. That's for sure.
Exactly. With all them drugs.
Yeah, I'll be gone for sure.
Right, exactly.
Either way, he gone.
Right.
But you know, what's like something like y'all want to talk about that maybe I haven't asked, something you want to get out there? Maybe some friends and families watching. Something.
I would like to say like, just think about people more. You never know who people got. Like, you never know what people going through. Like, you don't want to just like ruin somebody's day just for nothing. Like, if it's meant to be, like, then let it be. Like, but if it's not meant to be, don't let it be.
Yep. Would you say that's like the biggest lesson you learned? Yeah. Well, is there something you wanted to talk about, or anything? Something you wanted to say?
On a positive note, I would say, never give up. Have determination. Have confidence. And really, if you want to do something, do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yep.
And basically, life is what you make it. So don't blame nobody for nothing. Right. Nobody owe you nothing. You got to do what you got to do to get where you want to go.
Thanks. And like she said, when she said never give up, like the doctor told me that my arm was going to be paralyzed. Like I wasn't going, because my arm was stuck like this at first. Oh, my doctor said I wasn't going to be able to bend it or nothing. Like, and it's bending, it's moving. Like, so like, yeah, never give up. Like, don't believe what the doctors say 100%. Like, I'm going to just say that, like, don't take everything. Like, God got you.
Yeah. It's just you. Make your life.
Exactly. Like,
so what I took from that is believe in yourself. You know, do what you want to do, and fuck the doctors. That's what I heard.
I'm telling you. Like, I'm telling you.
So T, Gerald, I appreciate y'all so much for coming on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate y'all for coming.
Appreciate it, bro. This is a nice setup too, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. And I mean, you've been here before,
exactly. So, like, it's nice.
And I appreciate everybody watching. I don't know, friends, family, anybody.
Like, hey, if you young, stay in school. Don't be with the bull crap. Like, make something out yourself. Like.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for watching. We out. Later.
Peace.